West Virginia is continuing to pump more and more surpluses. You know, West Virginia's general revenue collections for the month of March came in $27.4 million above estimate. Over and over and over, we keep doing it. You know, that's because we've got West Virginia trending the way West Virginia should trend. Year to date, the general revenue collections in the state of West Virginia are $235.4 million above estimate. That's 4.8% above the prior year's receipts. It's good stuff. We keep moving and moving exactly how we ought to move, you know, and just to tell it like it is without belaboring and going on and on about this, this is why, with the world looking at West Virginia and saying how great West Virginia is doing, from handling the COVID situation to the vaccine administration, nursing homes, all of the good stuff we've done, the world is looking at West Virginia right now. I said right off the get-go in my first State of the State that we have got to do something about changing our image to the world, because they just didn't have any idea how good we really are. Now, I'm telling you that right this minute is our time to put us on a pathway to eliminate our personal income tax. If we wait, we're going to lose time. You're going to lose that spotlight that's on West Virginia if we don't watch out. We don't need to wait. But we've got to craft this thing to where we're really sure that the folks that are out there that are struggling a little bit, or maybe the folks out there that are just kind of getting by, we don't put this on their back. We've got to be sure that every wage earner, every class that we go through, whether it be a 10,000, less than 10,000, or it be above 100,000, everybody stays cash positive. We've got to make sure of that, don't we? Now, if we can do this, we will pump so much money into West Virginia's economy. We will put it back in the hands of the people and let them decide what they want to do with their money. That's exactly what we should be doing. From a standpoint of traditional Republican value or Democrat value, surely more of a Republican value, to be for growth, to be for putting money back in the hands of the people. Absolutely, without any question, that's what it ought to be. Now, or that's what it is. Now, with all of that, with the surpluses we have today, with the spotlight that's right on us right now is when we've got to move. I want everybody to know, without any question, my plan, you know, we can tweak and change my plan, and I have welcomed it every way in the world. There's 3 plans that are out there right now. West Virginia does have surpluses going on. West Virginia's health is good. Absolutely, without any question whatsoever, we don't want to get in a such situation to where, and it's happening right in front of us, to where the rich, out-of-state interest lobbyists are controlling the whole scenario. And the way they're controlling that is just absolutely the swamp, the Charleston swamp, not the Washington swamp. This is the Charleston swamp. They get what they want, don't they? They absolutely, without any question in my mind, all of our coal companies should step up, and when things are really great, throw a few pennies in the collection plate. My companies are willing to do that, without any question, and I'm going to get hit harder than anybody. You know, we should absolutely do that from the side of our gas people. Our soda tax people have not had an increase in their tax in 70 years. Now, without any question, I've said over and over, from the standpoint of beer, wine, and liquor, my numbers were out of kilter. We change them. That's what we'll do, just change them. But I just announced on Metro News, and I am announcing now, I am calling a summit of the people from the standpoint of the minority party and the majority party in both the House and the Senate and everything on both sides. I am calling both the minority and the majority leaders and their finance chairs to come to the Cultural Center at 12 o'clock on Monday, high noon on Monday, and we're going to have a summit on the most important item that has come across West Virginia's desk forever. And that is how we can merge the three plans or come up with another concept and put those plans into action and absolutely make it to where we can get this thing across the finish line for the people of this great state. I want everybody here to just know one thing. From my standpoint, it is mandatory. It is mandatory that we do not lay this burden on one sector in order to benefit another. We cannot do that. We need to spread this out to where absolutely we have the opportunity right now to make everybody cash positive. We have absolutely the opportunity to bring a lot more people to our state to stop this decline in growth. Think about one thing. Let me just ask you just this. We've lost 2,688 people in West Virginia. How are we going to replace them? How are you going to replace them? They're gone. How are we going to replace them? The other thing I would ask every single person here, if an average household, there's 732,000 households in West Virginia. If as an average, every single one of those households is going to have an extra $1,483 in their pocket, what are they going to do? They're going to do exactly what we all do. They're going to spend their money. It will stimulate our businesses like you can't imagine. And as we get rid of the other 40% as we move forward, that amount of dollars, it will go to every single household forever as an average. Every household as an average will probably approach $2,400 a year. What are they going to do with their money? They're going to spend their money. And absolutely that is with zero growth. When they spend their money, there'll be more dresses sold at the dress store. There'll be more guns sold at the gun shop. There'll be more soda drinks drank. There'll be more beer sold. There'll be more everything going on within our economies. And not only that, people will come. Now, if you don't believe people will come, you're really missing something. But that is not the story. The story head is how we put money back in the hands of West Virginians and stimulate our own self. That's the story. So at 12 o'clock, let's quit messing around. Let's bring all the leadership together. Let's present all the different ideas. I'm perfectly willing to compromise in every way on my stuff. I've said it 1,000,000 times, and with all that, I want to do one other step. Let's bring the media there. Let's bring the media right there where they can see everything that's going on. I am 1,000% transparent. This situation is so important to the state of West Virginia, it's unbelievable. Bring the media there, not for questions, just to view. Bring the media there. Let's be 1,000% transparent. Let's don't hide behind closed doors. Let's absolutely be 1,000% transparent, and let's address the most important issue that will propel West Virginia forward. If we can't get anything done, let's forget it. Let's forget it. And let's absolutely know that just one thing for sure will happen. COVID will leave soon, and right behind it, the stimulus dollars will leave soon too. And we've done a lot of stuff to put West Virginia on a glide path to make West Virginia better. But when those two things leave, if we continue to lose population in West Virginia will continue to dwindle. Services will go down. Absolutely, it'll make it tougher and tougher on the folks that are here because West Virginia will dwindle. We have got to find a way to grow population in the state of West Virginia. It's the only state in the nation that's not growing. And we got to do that without putting a burden on our small businesses or on the backs of the needy or on the backs of anybody. We do not need to feather bed our lobbyists, our rich, out-of-state lobbyists. We do not need to feather bed people that are representing people from out of state that are trying to be unreasonable. Now, I don't want in any way, any part of hurting the soda pop industry or the tobacco industry or the coal industry or the gas industry. No way, no way, no way. But there's no point in us being hogs either. We absolutely should all step up. This is an opportunity for West Virginia beyond belief. And the other last thing I'd say is just this. From the Senate side, I love the fact that they went big. From the House side, if you're not ever going to get there, why go? It's too small. Why are you going to get? How are you going to ever get there? You know, from the standpoint of the Senate side, I love the idea of maybe doubling back and helping our sub-S's and our C schedule. You know, but we just got to find a way to do it. And the way I think is it's got to be to do it. Everybody's got to play a part of this. We can't just say, well, we're not going to do anything to the Coal Association because they got a bunch of lobbyists here and everything. We're not going to do anything to the gas people or the soda pop people because they're all running around promising campaign funds and everything else to everybody. That's what they do. We can't do that. We just can't do that now. This is too important to our people. And so I'm trying with all in me. We're going to give it our best shot, and I welcome, like I said, we can't have 5,000 people from the media there, but we'll surely have media representation, and I hope we'll make real progress and we'll be able to get there. Now, a lot of people said this, and I want to end by just saying this. A lot of people say, well, why don't we go to special session? And there may be a situation to where in the last 6 or 7 days or whatever this may be, that we have to extend for a few days in order to be able to get to a resolution or an answer. But really and truly, West Virginia, every day that you let go is a day the spotlight is on us, a day that we can do it. I'm announcing today a March revenue number that came in $27.4 million above. I'm announcing that we're $235.4 million above. Do you really believe we can sit back now and say, well, let's don't do it, let's do it next year? And you know what you're going to awaken to? You're going to awaken to the spotlight on us will be long gone. If you say, well, let's put it off to the summer, we lose more spotlight. Now's our time. Now's the time. Anyway, thank y'all so much.